Hello, my name is Harry and welcome to our Waingels podcast. Today we have a very special guest. I'm sat with our head teacher, Miss Humber. Welcome, Miss Humber.
Hello everyone, hello Harry.
Hi. So our listeners are aware the purpose of this episode is to find out a little bit more information from Miss Humber about her job role at Waingels. So Miss Humber, how does one become a head teacher and what are the steps and processes to becoming a head teacher?
Okay, so to be a head teacher you have to be a qualified teacher. And you have to be able to teach your subject over a period of time. You have to have experience of leading different things around the school. So my experience was I was a teacher of business studies, I still do teach now. Then I became a middle leader where I looked at data across the school. Sounds very boring, I know. I didn't do that very long, I wasn't really engaged in that. Then I became a head of year, and then after that I was a head of sixth form, and then I became an assistant head teacher where I looked after teaching and learning and the curriculum, and then a deputy head teacher where I did that and looked after other things, including staffing and the timetable, and then recently I've been a head of school and a head teacher. Wow. So it's through experience of leading different things around the school.
I know that Mr. Bartlett left, and what's the handover process like when becoming a new head teacher? And how did Mr. Bartlett hand his role over to you?
Oh, this was really quite easy because I've been at Waingels since January 2018 as a deputy head teacher. I worked really closely with Mr. Bartlett for many years. So Mr. Bartlett showed me how to be a head teacher, he trained me, and because we worked so closely together, actually I think the handover went quite smoothly. And he's still here. Mr. Bartlett still lives and works, well, he doesn't live, but he works down 2 rooms away from me, and we still meet once a week, and he still helps me with my role if I need anything. But I think the handover went quite smoothly, actually.
Next question is, what keeps you busy day to day, and what are your roles and responsibilities as our head teacher?
Okay, so my primary role is to keep everybody safe. So that's around safeguarding and health and safety. Then my role is to lead the school, so I lead the strategy of the school, what we want the school to be like in the future, and making sure we're all working towards that. Obviously my role is about making sure that all of you students feel safe, that you have a good education, that you enjoy learning, that you enjoy coming to school, and that school provides you with lots and lots of opportunities for you to be the best person that you can be, whether that be in lessons or whether that be enrichment activities or just simple things like being able to do a podcast with your head teacher.
Next part is, what are your favourite parts of our school and where do you feel like we can improve?
I'm really proud of our curriculum across the school. So the curriculum is what you learn. I'm really proud about what you all get to learn about across all of the different subjects. I'm really proud about the technology and all of the different resources we have in the school that helps you to learn and helps you to do things to the best that you can. I'm really proud of all of our students and how they work hard, trying their best so that they can be better in the future. And I'm really proud of all of our staff. Although they came last, they're really, really important. They work very, very hard for everybody, and they work hard for the students, whether that be teaching them or supporting the running of the school, like our admin staff. In terms of improvement, there's always room for improvement. As you know, our motto, our tagline is better never stops. So we're always looking for things to improve, and we listen to our parents and to students and to staff to think about ways that we can improve.
So I know that we recently had a visit from Ofsted, and I would like to ask you a couple of questions about the process.
Okay.
So what's entitled in an Ofsted inspection, and how would you prepare?
Okay. So we have been waiting for our Ofsted inspection for, well, they come every 4 years normally, but because of COVID, that's been extended. So we knew we were close sometime last year and this year, but myself and the senior team and all of the teachers and the staff have been preparing for 2 years. making sure that the curriculum's in a good place, making sure all of our policies are right, making sure that we are providing all students with the best that we can possibly provide. And so that includes lots of paperwork, lots of communication to make sure we're all singing from the same hymn sheet, make sure we all know what we're saying and what we're doing. So it's been 2 years in the making since COVID that we've been focused on Ofsted, but we've tried really hard not to talk about Ofsted all of the time, because I don't think it's fair for staff or for students. So instead, we've just been working to do what's best for our Waingels community, and hopefully that satisfies Ofsted as well.
What was going through your mind when they visited? Because I can imagine it was really, really scary.
Yeah, I mean, going through Ofsted was, it's tough because we have an inspection, and the reason why it was so tough was because I felt the responsibility to make sure Waingels had the best outcome for Ofsted, and that was only simply so that the community can benefit from having a really good school. So I felt a little bit scared of the responsibility that if things didn't go right, how that might impact all of our students and our staff and our local community and your family. So it was a huge sense of responsibility. But I will tell you a little story. So when Ofsted come, they phoned. So they phoned Mrs. Jennings, who's my PA, and Mrs. Jennings rang me Monday morning, last Monday, 10:30, and she said, "Mrs. Humber, Ofsted are on the phone." And I literally went into panic, and I had to say, "Give me a moment." And I waited about a minute, and I was trying to breathe. "Give me another moment." I was trying to psych myself up for when I could answer the call, and then the third time I went, "Give me a moment." And then finally I took the call. So a little bit of scared because it's an inspection, the same as how you feel when you're in an exam, that type of feeling, but also a sense of responsibility to try and make sure we get the best outcome for our community.
So our special feature of this podcast is tell us something about yourself that we don't know. So Miss Humber, tell us something about yourself that we don't know.
Okay, well I don't know what you do know about me. I can imagine you know quite a lot, because I do lots of assemblies about me and my family and my morals and things. But I'm not sure I've ever shared this. In my downtime, the thing that I love doing the most is I like to watch reality TV. All sorts of reality TV, trashy reality TV. I binge watch it, I love it. And I love it because I don't have to think. I just have to watch and listen, and I don't have to think about anything. And also I love it because I love looking at other people's lives and figuring out what they do. So yeah, my secret is I watch a lot of too much reality TV.
I'm not a fan of reality TV.
I bet, I can tell by your reaction.
More of an action guy.
Yeah, good for you.
Thank you for listening to our first episode of our Waingels podcast. We hope you've enjoyed listening, and we look forward to you tuning in again soon, where our next episode will feature all things Enrichment Week. Bye for now.
Thanks for having me.